Hi folks, how's it going? You there? Right, let me just protect my eyeballs and have a sip of water. Hey, you're all there. Welcome one and all. Can you hear me? How's the sound? Sound balance should be alright, I hope, I think, probably. Let's have a quick look at OBS. Yeah, it looks alright. Good. How you all doing? Who's joining us this evening? There is sound, you can hear me. Marvellous, good stuff. Yeah, what, well, we did all sorts last time. We kind of bounced, we didn't get through all the stations, but we got through a good lump of the stations that I think needed fiddling with. So, so that's good. How's that? How's the audio? Is that better? If I get really close in there, how's that? Is that any better? No, there we are. Yeah, this map is now like over 10 years out of date, so I need to work out what I'm going to do about this one. I think, as I say, I'm probably going to end up updating it with this one, but I need to put the tracks in white. Oh, I'll get there. I'll get there. In any case, let's go and have a look. What were we up to? In fact, we were up to all sorts. Anywhere while I'm here that you want to look at on the map, because I think what we're going to do mostly is look at freight. One of the key things, one of the key freight areas is up here, is the Kroll Company. So I think we might end up starting this end and having a look at the freight. We're going to go through all the different freight lines and make sure their stock is vaguely up to date and not too crusty. So we're going to use that as an excuse to go through freight. I said we're not going to do it, but actually if we make it, if we use it as an excuse to look at each line and check that it's working and sort of generally go through all the freight. People have been asking about looking at the freight lines anyway to see what's happening. So I'll do that, have a look and see what's happening, and yeah, it should be quite interesting. And we might well just find ourselves in the 20th century by the time we get to the end of the stream. We will see. Anyway, right. So that's fun. Let's do it. Let's cruise straight over. What time is it? We've been streaming for 2 minutes. Glorious. Let's go here and then minimize this and then get transport fever up. Here it is. I'll do my normal thing and whiz around a bit so that it on PowerPoint slides. Here we go. Let's go over this. Frome. We were having a chat in the Discord about how large Frome is as a station, despite having very little in the way of passengers. Yeah, but you know, grand station terminals is you know, kind of terminus stations is a thing. You know, particularly this era. There we go. Just whiz around here. Just collect up all of this. There's Bradshaw area looking busy. Actually, might as well put. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Potentially depots we need to look at and industries. Yeah. We can kind of leave these running as well. No, we'll leave them off. Just to make our lives a bit easier. Just make sure there's not too much stuff having to appear on screen. Yeah, there we go. That seems to be nice and smooth. Hello everyone. Hello. It's the Monday night stream. These have become somewhat of a habit, haven't they? Really. What are we? This is episode 25, I think, isn't it? It's quite something. Right. Vehicles. Let's get back to here and have a look at the state of our vehicles. So, bad. Let's have a look at bad. There's a lot of bad condition. I think it's all trains. Maghull trams aren't in great condition. Well, let's start then by going. Actually, let's not start by doing anything. Let's have a look at this first. All of our road vehicles are. Oh, London Carriage Company. Okay, let's swap those out with new carriages. That's easy. Let's fix that. Right, then let's have a look at trams. So the Maghull, all of the Maghull tramway vehicles are not in great condition. There's quite a lot of tramways still haven't electrified yet. Bury, Haverhill, I think their system is going to end up becoming one system by the time we electrify it. I think it'll become one. Stratford. Yeah. Let's go to Maghull and have a look at Maghull. I don't think there's that much. I don't think Maghull's got that much in the way of trams, really, does it? So if I click here and then click here, Yeah, it's not much in the way of. I don't think that's going to be a tricky ask. So let's do this. Quickly do that now. Start with that. Oh, there we are. Yeah, lovely. Oh, no, that's fine. Let's go that way, and then up through there. Lovely. Good. Oh yeah, this goes out here, doesn't it? It's like a nice little... Yeah. Where does it go this way? Oh yeah, this goes out. That way, and... One could argue it's not a bad idea to actually electrify that little loop, so we're going to do just that. What is that? Is that a road depot? Yeah, it is. Yeah, we don't have to worry about electrifying that then. Oh yeah, the tram depot is up here, so we'll get that electrified. Oh, beg your pardon. Let's do that. There we go. I think that's that. So now we should be able to just give these the old heave-ho. So there is a carriage company running. What are these up to? Oh, there is just a carriage company running around in circles as well. Presumably not doing very well. Kind of get the feeling that we might as well just... Oh, it's still functioning. We'll do something about that maybe in the future. Anyway, I'm waffling. Let's swap that out with... Oh, where? Oh. What have I done here? Not suitably catenarified it. Oh. I missed a bit, that's what I did. Oops. Where was I? That means I now need to swap this out with this thing here. Yeah, there we go. Marvellous. Lots of nice electric trams. Yeah, so that's now all the bad trams disappeared. We've got lots of bad. So that's what we're going to be fixing. We're going to be going through our trains and sorting out all these knackered trains. Shipping-wise, actually fine. So we can just kind of leave them to it. Shipping is fine. Okay. Right. Evening. Hello, everyone. Just a quick visit while Matt heats up his tea. Evening, Martin. Yeah, hello, everyone. Are there any roads on this map, or are there trams everywhere? There are roads everywhere. Lots of roads. Lots and lots of roads. You can see them all snaking all over the place. In fact, if we click on this button here, it tells you where you can see where all the different journeys are. So the green is public transport, blue is private transport. So you can see areas that aren't particularly well served, hugely well served by public transport, or where the public transport demand is sufficiently high that we could benefit from more in the way of... See, Hendon's getting pretty large, isn't it? Look at the size of it. It would benefit from a carriage, kind of some form of carriage connection, I think, wouldn't it? Yeah, we're going to do all sorts today, just little bits and pieces. I think the 1900s will see tram systems appearing in lots of our settlements. Yeah, you can see. So, for example, this connection, there's quite a high. Like the private transport usage there is pretty high. The railway is not capturing as much as it could there, and you can sort of see that in quite a few spots. So around the whole of this area, I don't know how, but you know, the rail is just not capturing quite the size of the market you might otherwise. There's a lot of people taking. So for example, I can go down here and click Southport. So go down here and just click Southport, and it'll actually tell me. It shows me quite nicely where all the traffic is going to Southport. So there are some people taking the train. You know, a few people going as far as Rugeley, Stratford, a couple to Morecambe by the look of it. Yeah, so they are. One person goes to Morecambe. So it allows me to sort of see some of those journeys and what they look like, and kind of maybe how better to serve them. You can see actually that locally there's quite a lot of people driving. That's been it, or not driving, but using a horse and cart. So yeah, so that's what's going in there. Thought of added towns in rural areas. I can't add towns. This is the towns are being built. I'm stuck with the towns as they are. Hello, Ferran. Spanish Rail Finder supports HS2. Welcome. All are welcome. Anyway, right, so that's quite... I always find that quite interesting, looking at the stats and seeing how people travel. And obviously, as we get to the point where... basically, as roads start having motor cars and becoming more of a thing, we'll see that I think that layer will become even more relevant. So for now, we're gonna do it. So trains, condition bad. Halewood's mixed goods. We are gonna leave Halewood for now, or are we? Are we gonna leave Halewood? Let's go and have a look at Halewood. So these are all in bad condition. They're all limited by... so let me just go over and have a look. Yeah, so they're all... I think they're all limited by length of these platforms. These are 120 meters long, so that they can't be any more than 120 meters. I think it's about half and half of what they're kind of... It's a mixed goods. Let's see if we can... So... we've got a load of cascaded stock. So we're going to just dump these in. Where are they going to have got their cascaded stock from, I wonder? We're going to say they've got their cascaded stock from the Great Northern. There. And then the rest of this we're going to put as... what are we going to put it as? Let's just put it as a dark colour for now. So... I think I want to put the... yeah, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, that's too many. 6. If I do that, actually, no. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to do. Forget that for now. I'm going to do. I want the colours to stay the same. So we're going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to use the colour. So then I'm going to add. There we go. There we are. Oh, actually, stuff it. Yeah. Wait a minute. They're not going to have got it off the Great Northern. They're going to have got off the Great Central. So let me just do this and this and this. This won't cost me anything because the games, when you pause, the game kind of, I think the game kind of swaps out in price. And anyway, I don't really care about capex, so it's fine. Oh, what's I done here? Oh dear. Oh, great. I really screwed that one up, didn't I? Anyway, everyone can be relaxed while while I screw things up. Stuff it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Perfect. So there we go. There's a GCR stock shipped in somehow running. So that's solved that problem. Now we're going to head to the Midland Covered Goods. This is just a Midland service. It's got 19 box wagons. I think this is just a replace like for like situation. Is there an auto replace? Like, can I like auto replace? Wait a minute, what am I vibrating? Oh, I see. Andrew, you shall have to wait. I'm going to hang up on him for a moment. He'll understand. Sorry, Mr. Mason. Right. I'm going to pop this here. Let's go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19. Boom. That should be now good condition. Excellent. Oh, there we are. I told you this wasn't going to be exciting. Yeah, you can clone, but I don't want to clone it because if I clone it, it'll lose its whatever it's got in it and it'll disappear off somewhere stupid. So I don't want to clone them. Cloning is a quicker and easier way of replacing them as new, yes, but not necessarily ideal. Brick train, for example, this one is full of bricks. I really don't want to replace all the bricks that it's carrying with. So this is carrying 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This one, now this is interesting. So this train runs, this service runs from, Let's see. It connects up. I think it connects. Yeah. So it runs down from Leighton Goods Station, where it collects a load of brick that gets dropped off by. Yeah, it's a dump ton of brick that gets brought in. I mean, yeah, more brick actually than the platform can cope with. To be honest, that kind of looks like it could do with duplicating, doesn't it? So let's do just that. I've just said, yeah, let's do just that. Duplicate it. Really could benefit from having more train collecting those bricks. Where's that disappeared off to now? Oh yeah, that seems actually quite sensible. Okay, let's see if that makes a difference. I wonder if, yeah, I wonder, would 3 be sensible? Maybe, you know, maybe it would. Let's go with 3. So that's fine. So what one did we just fix? We just fixed a one of the Midland Railway trains, didn't we? I can't remember which one it was. If I go to the bottom here, will it show me down here? Yeah, it's this one, isn't it? This is the newest. Yeah. So again, if I go to this one, what's this route? And could I potentially... This is Stratford Food. Is it Stratford? Or Stamford? Stamford. Ah, I don't give too much of a stuff then. No, that's fine. Let's not overburden that. Okay, so let's go back to the top again. How's everyone doing? What are you saying? Configure maintenance so they get better gradually. You just got to remember to turn it off again. Oh yeah, that's true. Right, so let's see. Midland Grain. Right, yeah, let's see. So this is the grain train. Yeah, so all these ones, that's fine. 21. I'm just going to do precisely that, which is replace them with. I think these have got. Where are these? These are grain trains, and they're coming with the They've got the faster. They've got a faster loco. Yeah, it probably is worth having a faster loco. I think. Is it? Grain train. Where's that running to? It's the feed. Yeah, stuff it. Okay. 1, 2. I think it's just under 160 that I was aiming for. Yeah. There we are. Marvellous. Right. This is feeding Ella's oil company. Ella, I don't know if you're here. Hello. Now these are getting pretty old. I think it works quite well. Is it possible that I want to ship more in? Let's have a look at the line. So, I think it's quite busy. I think actually this doesn't seem to have a huge amount stocked up. It's getting filled up, but in terms of the stock, I think, yeah, I think this looks like it's half full of these. They're kind of either full or on their way, half and half. But the fact that one's a bit empty suggests to me it's just about coping. So if I go to manage vehicle, let's just replace these out. So it's very trippy music right now, isn't it? 21. Let's just aim for just under 160, and that'll do what we need. Yeah. Yeah, 160. Cool. There we go. Mixed goods. Flittic. What's this doing? Kind of a mixed goods. So let's have a look at this line. So this line is... What's it doing? It just rotates, so we're north-south. So this is connecting up with... what is it doing? Okay. It turns... So it comes into Flittic, Great Western, whizzes along, and it's servicing... What is it servicing? Okay, so it's coming in, it's servicing Shanklin Great Western, so it's dropping off goods there. Then it whizzes along, and it's then servicing... What's it coming up? It's coming up here, and it's servicing... Oh, it's just coming straight up into Southport and picking up, presumably, a load of fuel. Okay. So it's taking tools up here, and then it's collecting fuel and taking it back down. Well, that kind of makes sense. And there's not a huge pile of stuff, so it's probably not... It's probably fine in terms of the volume. Maybe we just add one more. Let's have a look. I'm going to maybe add one more. Yeah, so that's easy. And let's now do that. If I click on this and do this, is it in a... Oh, no, and do this. Is it in a silly order? Yes, it is, yeah. Let me just do this then, where I will... So it needs to be Great Western, so it's nice brown. Now how many is it? It's 9 of the... What is that? Oil. 9 oil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Would it make sense to be 10 of each? Maybe do 10 of each. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What's that? 10 and 10? Yeah, go on then. Yeah, that's fine. So I think if I had see how this looks. I think it will look quite smart. I think it's quite a long train though. Look at that. It's quite a long train going up a heck of a crikey. That's a hell of a gradient, isn't it? Jeez. Anyway, also some serious train action behind it as well. Oh, plus what is this? A little Midland service. What is this? Kingston to South. Oh, Kingston to Southport. Fair enough. There's this big hill here. And yeah, it's nice. This is the first bit of railway that was built. This thing around the bay. It's nice. Bit of history. Yeah, HS2 have been... Stop HS2 have been out... No, it's actually Extinction Rebellion. Stop HS2 doesn't really exist anymore. They've been hijacked and gobbled up by Extinction Rebellion. Extinction Rebellion have been vandalising things. And bridges, and also sticking big stickers in cars. And just generally making a nuisance of themselves. You know. Opposing electrified rail. Hooray! So, right, another Midland brick. This is heading to Upper Gisborough. This is just the one train. Let's just replace this verbatim. I didn't say this would be exciting. This is just slow, gentle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's just go full 160. There we are. I think that is 20. Just like that. There we are. Looking nice and smart. Next. How many have we got to go? Oh god, so many. It's just all the freight that clearly I renewed. What's this then? Regional passenger. Ooh. Managed vehicle. These are all in bad condition. Interesting. What? So what are these carrying then? This is Kingston to Paignton. Oh, let's swap these out. Verbatim. Kingston to Paignton. Okay. Oh, that's one of... Isn't that... That's like one of their flagship services, isn't it? Should we give them a... Should we do an investment? Let's tell you what. Let's blast in so that give them a faster train and so it's 8. So what passenger size is 8? How many is that? 64. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 66. What's the length? 90. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. There we are. Look at that. It's now a very nice service. The Midland Railway. They're doing all right for themselves. Look at that. Very smart. Glorious. Where's that? Have we just turned up near Corby? Yeah. Corby again. We were in Corby last time, weren't we, for ages? Just, you know, gave them a station roof and made their lives better. Anyway, right. I'm a piece of that. That's quite nice. So, right. That's that problem fixed. Next. GWR covered goods. Let's see. So this is what is this? Oh, this is just carrying spanners like there's no tomorrow. Oh, what one? What's it doing? It's supplying them to. Okay. I think that's fine. Let's brown this up. Make it brown. And 19, 160 length is what I want. 19. Yeah, happy days. Boom. These are all in bad condition. So why are these 19? I should have done that with this one as well. Let's just quick. So that's fine. Midland brick. So it's possibly worth me. Can I multiply select? Can I select these in multiple? I don't know if I can. Because it might be easier to do these sort of... this is the soundtrack. This is the intro, isn't it, to one of the SimCity games. Let's get rid of that. Let's go to Midland Railway. Ah, it's too confusing. It's better to just do it this way. It's fine. Managed vehicle. That's 4 of them. These are all in bad condition. They are all brick vehicles. Yeah, so they just need to have... There we are. And just fill it up to 160 meters long. There we go. The reason I'm doing it just under 160, not over, just over 160, is because there's a risk that I'll exceed block lengths or exceed toe-to-toe positions and end up trapping trains in loops. So there's a reason, there's a method behind my madness. Right, GWR timber train. Yep, that's, what's that, 15? Interesting. How long is that? Let's have a quick look. Exactly 120 meters. Well, there we go. That'll be why that's that length. Okay. Okay. 120. There we go. Happy days. That seems to, that's working. In fact, if anyone's interested, that one was that was up here, I think. We've gone back facing the wrong way. Yeah, that's up here. Where is up here? Up here. Yeah, this timber down here. I think these are the ones that I've just replaced. Yeah, that's brand new. So that's the ones I've just replaced. So they could probably do with their sidings getting longer, actually, so they can run longer trains. Yeah, that's 120 meters, 120 meters, and ditto here. This one I could extend easily, actually. I just bulldoze that and make the road go around it a bit further. So that's maybe one to do. Is it one to do now? No, it's fine. It's fine. Are we going to be setting up any new freight lines today? I don't know. I don't know if we will be. There's I'm kind of satisfying the demand. Who's got the spreadsheet open? Tell me which larger cities can I provide more to Lowestoft? I probably can. Yeah. No, I think we're all right. I think actually I'm providing enough freight. It's a bit of a balancing act. I want growth to be decent because I want these towns to be getting larger, but I'm not. In the same breath, I don't want growth to be so much that the game gets really catastrophically unstable. So kind of mixed feelings on that. Right, these, what's this? It's just fuel. It's just fuel. And how much is that? Just 160, I presume. Yeah, 160. Yep, that's easy. I know where that one is. These are all over here, over in Rugeley. Kind of whizzing back and forth along this line here. Where am I? Yeah, oh right, yeah, they're going back and forth to Kingston with fuel, whizzing along through here. Yeah, okay. So there's a lot of fuel stuff that goes on down here. The Rugeley Fuel Company. What's that? What is that? Rugeley Fuels Supply Limited. Is that GNR going up? Is it GNR that goes up and down here? No. That kind of surprises me. I'd have thought it would have been GCR, but it's GNR. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of in the inkling that's probably is going to be... should be a GCR, really, that. That's probably in knackered condition as well, isn't it? Details, bad. Yeah, we'll get there. Actually, why don't we do that now? So these are all... oh, yeah, there's loads of them. These are all GNR. Interesting. Oh, okay, well, fine. Who am I to argue with it? They own it. I can't just decide to change who owns their bit of rail, empire. Fine. Let's go 160 for these. There we are. Place them all. They're now in decent condition and looking quite a bit shinier. Good. Let's see where we're at. Right. Oh, an Southern Railway coal train. What's that serving? Finsbury Steel. Oh, right. We're south of Bradshaw now. So this is the big network of railway lines all owned by the Southern Railway south of Bradshaw. They don't actually carry any passenger trains. It's just the Southern Railway's freight network. That's quite lucrative, not least in the Shildon Tool Company down here that is packed out, man. Whoa. Okay, I think these might need some TLC in terms of growing some of these. Yeah. Let me go in here and just update these. So that what is this 21? So nice golden Southern Railway thing plus what is it? Just 160 length. Good. cracking stuff. Excellent. Right, that's updated. Yeah, Connor Stevens, you're absolutely right. Only the UK could build a brand new intercity railway in the 21st century that isn't electrified. That's absolutely bonkers, isn't it? That was good. So, oh, another covered goods. What's this? Flitwick Spanners Limited. This is serving Flitwick. So this is actually just doing a bit of a loop and then coming back again. I don't think it goes very far. Yeah. So let's just swap that out. I mean, could we... I suppose I could just do it slower. It's quite a short one. Maybe we'll just maybe we'll do it with a small loco. Fit more in the way of tools behind it as a result. We're 160 we want. There we are. 20 now. Because I think that literally that line. Where is it? Yeah. Yeah, it's just to there. That's it. Out and back. It doesn't need to be fast. Actually, we've fitted. It needs to be as long as possible, which we've made it. So that's quite good. Just a little tank engine going back and forth. Not a problem. Nice. Flitwick is growing, isn't it? It's growing up. Big railway town. Anyway, right. Next. If this is completely tedious and you want me to stop doing it, let me know. But it's giving me a chance to look at freight that I don't think I've done at all in the series. All the freight lines that do exist. Kingston Food. Right, this is coming from up here, which is this big food place. Maghull's Jams and Jellies Limited. Innovative jams and jellies. And they all just come up here into this big terminus thing. And actually, they built this initial... They were behind this initial main line that went down to Kingston. So before it became kind of busy with passengers and all sorts, it was primarily just for transporting food and fuel into, and it was originally into what was the freight depot here that's now the suburban platforms, and then after they'd built this the Burgess Hill goods depot up here, kind of goods station. So that's sort of the history of where that came about, and it's quite interesting because you can see it's quite interesting. I mean, this is entirely contrived, made up. You can see where the Rugeley connection is here, coming through kind of up to Rugeley, and mostly sort of all this various mixed goods. Anyway, let's swap them all out. So let's give them all a new load of everything. So again, 160 I think for these. So just max that to 160. Happy days. Now I think. Does that mean this one is now going to be shiny? Oh no, that's not. That's another one. Oh, that's Bury. I bet that's Bury. Yeah, it's Bury. In fact, let's do Bury while we're here because it's the same sort of deal. And it's got the old purple because that used to be the Maghull Jams and Jellies vibe before the railway companies took on common carriage. So there we go. Let's do the same again. There we go. Marvellous. That's now looking a bit smarter, I think. Good. Let me just do that. There we go. How's it going? I mean, we've got 30 people watching me doing admin tasks and rolling stock renewal. It's not that exciting, folks. I'm so sorry, but what we'll do is it'll give me a chance. Once I've got all these updated, we'll be able to whiz around. We can go and look at things again. We'll do some looking at things, and then 'cause it's not taking us that long to do this. So this, oh golly, good grief. Okay, right. This is the timber supply to Shildon Tools, which is shipping a full load of timber into Shildon Tools. Is this working again? Oh, it is working. Good. It didn't for a while, and it was very strange, and I didn't understand why it was not working, but it is now. Let me just go into this line. So this is the Shildon Tool Company. This is the wooden supply. Now it comes in here, gets... No, let me just put this to 80. Yeah. I was putting it to 50, and for whatever reason, this... In fact, you know what? I'm not going to do that. This just wasn't working. It's almost like I might as well just get rid of these sidings. Oh, no, I'm going to leave it as a just in case. It's fine. There was some weird bug where, even though this was getting plenty of wood, it was maxing out this siding and putting loads of stuff in this one and filling it to the point where it was deleting timber, and it was leaving this one totally empty, and so I was getting half-filled trains, and it was really making me do the anger. But anyway, so this line is super busy with stuff, but it all kind of flies through, so I think it's all right. Anyway, what was I doing? Renewing the vehicles here, right? These are all in terrible condition. So let's swap them out with a new loco. Oh, it's way too bright. And then, there we go. Let's pop that in there. Happy days. Very nice. So that, sorry, I'm making mouth noises there. That's the last thing you want. Right, Harbour Timber Company. This now is down here. This is just supplying timber straight down here, which then goes by boat. Just, you know, for a bit of variety, I think. It just goes by boat, so this should be filling up. Yeah, filling up nicely. Goes by boat. Yeah, it turns into planks. Goes by boat over to here, to the Ely Equipment Company, and then gets shipped out to... I think it just goes shipped out to Bury. I think that's it. It just goes straight to Bury, which is obviously kind of miles away. But anyway, that's just... It felt like a fun way to use that. Anyway, so... There we go. Let's replace it. Let's get it replaced. What have I got there? Yeah, I've got you know what? I'm going to pop it as slow, because I don't think it's quite as critical. Yeah, let me get it. I'm going to pop it as a slow thing, and then 160 long. 21 now? Yeah, 21. So that's, yeah, just... I don't know why. I just something told me that would make sense. GCR Covered Goods, GCR Ely Equipment Company. So this is what comes out from here and goes up to Bury. I'm now going to swap these out with they're going to get it's going to be freight. The first freight using an express thing, but the test is going to be if it can haul the goods, because I don't know if it'll be able to. For starters, what length is that? That okay? 160. What's it going to do? Is it going to go? Oh, seems pretty happy with that. Good. Okay. Okay. That's. I mean, these platforms are huge anyway, so I don't quite know what it'd be complaining about. And there's definitely, if I go up to Bury, I'm sure that Bury. Oh, over here. Sorry. I'm sure that Bury had. That's Framlingham. There's Bury. Bury has, yeah, 160 metre long freight platforms, so no bother. So that should be fine. There we go. Right, what have we got? I mean, it's got to do a longer distance, so I gave it a slightly speedier train. They're always, you know, they're on Monday. So these, I try to make them reliable. So they're 5:30 UK time on a Monday and 7 PM UK time on a Friday. So yeah, that's the deal with them. Nothing too exciting. Wait a minute. Try to keep them fairly reliable, but yeah, I don't do a particular. These I do just do in the evening because it's just a bit of a prompt. But I don't advertise these hugely because my Twitter feed's for more professional stuff, less so this sort of thing. So they're just always on Mondays and Fridays. Right, these grain trains. This is just the other. This is basically a repeat of the other side, so this is just feeding. So I've got 2 sets of 4 full trains transmitting grain into this food supplier, hence why it creates quite a lot of food. So let's just replace these. Stick with this one. There we go. And 160 meters again. There we are. Boom. Very good. Nice. How are we doing? Has bad disappeared yet? No. Well, I mean, we're getting there, but still a fair way off. Another mixed goods. What is this? Mixed goods Southport to... I thought I fixed this problem. What is this? Oh no. What is this? Southport to Stevenage mixed goods. Oh, okay. I don't... What is this doing? Southport to Stevenage mixed goods. Let's put it in yellow just so I can see what's happening. What is happening? It's running from Orpington down through Stevenage up to Southport. So for starters, it needs renaming anyway. Southport to Orpington. What is it? Orpington. This is Orpington. Mixed goods. There we are. And I think that's fuel and tools. Fuel and tools. Classic mixture there. Yeah. Anyway, right. So let's swap those out. Oh, jeez. Wait a minute. What have I done? Yeah, okay, let's swap these out. And possibly insert another one? Let me make that a nice brown colour. 10 of each. What is that? 10 of... Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do I want to have another one? Will it break everything? It doesn't seem too congested. No, we'll leave it for now. I think it's fine. Right, what's this covered goods? Kroll. Ah, this is just supplying boxes to down to Lowestoft Harbour. Okay, let's head over there. That's fine. This is just literally bringing in the good stuff into Lowestoft Harbour sidings, which then some of it gets shipped over to Hexham actually, and then the rest hopefully hangs around in Lowestoft to help grow the city. Yeah, it's growing at a decent rate. I mean, it doesn't seem to want to grow much more, but anyway. I'd quite like it if it grew more. There's a whole area here ready for it to fill up, and it doesn't seem to want to do it. Come on now. I mean, it's filling this. I'm sure eventually it'll expand out here. Right? Right, where are we? Drink every time I say essentially. Am I saying essentially a lot? Yeah, I do that. I have a habit of repeating myself. I can't help it, I'm afraid. Anyway, right. And this is one way and bi-directional, so it can't be. It has to be. Oh, there we are. It just has to be one train. I can't expand it beyond one train. Was what my wittering was going to be. 19. There we are. Happy days. Ore train. Right. That, to be fair, looks doesn't look too bad actually. What's the fuss about? This is supplying ore down to the Finsbury Steel Company, which is down... Where is it? Oh, it's down here. Yeah. Supplying steel up to Bury, so that's what's happening here. So let me just... nice gold colour, and then this is ore, so it's just smash this up to 160. Boom, boom, boom. Bosh. Yeah. Oh, next one is miles away. This is like one of the original. So this, I mean, to be fair, this rolling stock might be really old. Golly, that could be like original rolling stock. I mean, I hope it isn't. I hope I've renewed it, but you never know. Right, these are all. I think I have renewed them. Thank goodness. Let's. You know what? This is gonna. Oh, gonna give these faster. They're gonna get faster. To increase the rate, and then I'm going to mash these in. There we go. Just to get the speed up of this, of the delivery of this stuff, because I think it's important. Materials, freight materials. Actually, a lot of the crack express services were freight. You know, they were freight delivery materials. The Great Central, this thing that's found, it's kind of quoted as being this high-speed railway, was created to carry coal from the coal fields of the Midlands and the North down to London. You know, amongst other things. Right, so we're now heading down to this is the stone supply for the Midland, or the Butterley Brick Company. I think they're called the Butterley Brick Company. Are they Midland? Oh, Midland Brickmakers. There. So that's quite straightforward. Basically, I just need to replace these all like for like. It's not very exciting. There we are. And pop you in there, and then mash. Oh, yeah, blue is right. Blue is right. There we go. Were there many rail service cuts in the late 1800s and early 1900s? Not really, it was growth time. Lots of new railway lines are being built at that period in the UK. Lots of little rural lines that, in fact, some of them totally unprofitable were being built at this period. Particularly in Scotland, actually, the area I know best. I don't know, there might have been small branch lines popping up in England as well, but certainly in Scotland, there was kind of a boom in railway construction at this time. Lots of things being built. The West Highland was being built at this point. A little bit later on, you had the extension of the line being built up from Fort William up to Fort Augustus. That kind of, there were big plans that it would push up to Inverness, but that didn't come to fruition because of reasons. And that was kind of essentially was what was going to connect up to the. That was part of the vision of having a connection up through from Oban to Inverness, but that all collapsed in on itself. Because weirdly a company didn't want to compete with itself internally, which just seems bonkers. But also there was a combination of the North British and the Caledonian not being happy with competing with each other as well. Finsbury steel train. This steel train here, okay. So this is taking steel over to the. So I'm gonna just replace this light for light. It's fine. Yeah. Up to 160, yeah, lovely. There we go, 155 will do. Yes, that's a nice steel train coming in, getting some steel, isn't it? Timber train, DWR timber train. What is this doing? Oh, this is another. What is this doing actually? Where is it going? It's taking planks over to the tools company, which is over here. How long are its platforms? Only 160. Interesting. Now, does this pull in? Is this just sat underneath that anything? If I do this, is it just? Yeah, it is. Which means I can actually extend these to 160. I think we'll see if it breaks and causes chaos shortly. There we are, and mash that up to 160. But I don't think it should. I think it should be fine. It's not relying on going down in a direction. There's enough of a loop there. There's enough of a loop there. Does this stay as bi-di? No, it doesn't. It splits, goes off and does its thing. Yeah, that should be fine. I mean, there's a lot of tools there. Crikey. It's a decent supply of tools not being picked up. Anyway. I wonder where else those tools could get taken. I suppose we could probably have an additional source of tools going down to Shanklin, couldn't we? Is that a good idea? The trouble is, I think Shanklin is struggling to... Did I increase the number of freight vehicles while I was in here? Didn't I? 16. Yeah, there's some very good ones in there because I replaced them. I increased the rate. Yeah. Struggling to concede the city. I mean... I click on here, there's yeah, you can see I'm not managing to get I think the railway lines are shipping more than this number, but they're just struggling to find their way to the right things. So if I click here and click this, I mean, it almost makes sense for this to become a goods station, wouldn't it? For tools. So if things could run in here, something to think about, isn't it? Maybe convert this into a goods station and bring tools into it, because if I did that, that would absolutely satisfy the tools demand. Interesting. And then cogs here, so cogs to come in there, tools to come in here. Just one to think about, I think, folks. Remind me of that. Oh, actually, you know what? Don't need to. I'm gonna write it down. Shanklin. Tools to Great Western. And cogs. Wait, it was the other round. It was the other round, wasn't it? It was cogs to. Yep. Tools to Victoria, cogs to Great Western. There we are. Tools to Vic, cogs to Great Western. There we are. One for me to remember. Nice. Anyway, what were we doing? We were in the process of replacing it, though, weren't we? I got distracted. Let's go over here. And what is this? This is. Oh no, this isn't. So this is. We're over to Stratford. We have renewed some of these. Let's just renew the whole lot for the sake of ease. Oh no, you know what? Let's not. Let's just renew this one. So it's going to be. This is make this nice and brown, of course. We want 12 of... What is it? 12... Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Shanklin probably wants better internal road vehicles to hold the tools than that are in the road station. Yeah, I've got quite a lot of vehicles, but shove all traffic through the through station. Nah. Listens to music, watches TV when exercising. Jermaine actually watches these videos. This is not the tone you want for doing exercise. Come on now. Oh, that's too long, isn't it? Yeah, I've done that too long by a factor of 2 of these boxcars. There we are. Covered wagons, should I say. That's better. Nice. Right. Are we getting there? Oh, we are getting there. I can see the end is in sight. Right, this is a stone supply train for the Butterley Brick Company. Can I extend it at all? I mean, what's it doing? It's going down there. There's plenty of... Yeah, and then it goes down here. Oh, I totally can extend these. Both of these can get extended. I don't see why not. Let's actually really... Let's do it. So what's that? That's 200, right? Yeah, 200, and then the other end, this is down here, is 200 as well. So let's do it. Don't know why I just got an itch for it. Let's extend these and really... Yeah, nice. So this was here. Okay. So, as ever, I mean, this is fairly repetitive. You know, you kind of know what the drill is right now. Yeah. So that just need to be, what was it? It was not 100. It was 240, wasn't it? I added 240. What happens if I get it to 240? Is it going to just be hopeless? I don't know. It seems to be all right. Yeah. That was it. 40, 80, 120, 160, 200, 240. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's something a bit different. A longer train there. GWR timber train. What's this now providing? This is serving... this is serving the Flitwick Spanners Company. Okay, that's fine. Easy. Let's just pop that as... again, this isn't a long trip, I don't think, is it? It's running in... yeah, that's running into there from there. Why don't I make that a this, and then 160, because I can probably then squeeze one more. Yeah, 21, there we are, see? Just ever so slightly lengthen it. Good. Okay. Midland Regional Passenger. Oh, golly. Oh, these are all in bad condition as well. Oh, crikey. What was this? This was Ashbourne. What was this? This was Ashbourne to Paynton. That's another one. You know what? Let's the Midland they're doing all right for themselves. They're gonna do it. And these, that was 8. Now 8 was 64 again, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's going into... Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Nice shiny train. The Midland's doing all right for itself. They've bought some nice new rolling stock. Great. Happy days. Have I considered enabling all game vehicles from the load? I think if I did that, it counts as a mod, and so it disables... it disables Chiefs. So I was wanting to have my Chiefs. Which you can do infinite money and it doesn't disable Chiefs, but enabling all rolling stock does block Chiefs. Yeah, in hindsight it would have been nice to have a mixture of all sorts of vehicles and kind of a bit more flexible, but anyway. It doesn't count as a mod apparently. Well, anyway, no, we're not doing that is the answer. I don't know why, but it's just how we've done it. I feel like I would have done it from the start if I was going to do it, and I'm going to do the American one, and then maybe I'll do an Asian one at some point in the distant future, but yeah, I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't, but there's going to be an American series after this one, and we're going to use it as an excuse to have some American chums joining us. No Chibi blocks. Well, that shows what I know, doesn't it? Steel train. Right, this is over in yeah, this is feeding into the Shanklin Cog Company. And, yeah, I'm going to swap both of these out with... Nah, stuff it, just regular, it's fine. And then 160 meters length. There we go, that was easy. We're getting there, everyone, we're getting there. Coal ore train, just a lonely coal and ore what? Oh, it really is a lonely coal and ore train. This is sneaking in and feeding. Feeding into... Ah, okay, yeah. This is feeding into the Orpington Steel Company. So, I probably want to have... It doesn't matter about speed so much as steady, reliable, but it does make a difference to the rate, doesn't it? If it's a faster train, you do get a higher rate. So I will... but I bet that offset of speed makes little difference compared to... Oh, anyway, stuff it. We're gonna shove all these in. Yeah. 21, good. Next, fuel trains feeding into... This is the Stratford Fuel Company. It's just a load of... It's an easy one, isn't it, really? Do I want to increase the rate of supply? Because there's only 2 trains, and I think I've got quite long passing loops on it on this. I could increase the rate. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, let's pop this in here and just chuck a load of these tanker wagons in. We're going to be swapping quite a few of these out in a couple of years because a load of new freight vehicles appear. But I think we'll just do that on the main city supply ones, not necessarily on the actual like industrial supply. Hello to the new people dropping in. The 30 of you watching this. It's a relaxed stream, you know. It's all nice, relaxed situation. We're not here to. We're not making waves. I'm not making crazy, you know, cutting edge content here. This is just basically me. It's an excuse for me to play a computer game in the evening, and then you lot join me. It's about as sophisticated as it is. Oh, did I just not? Oh no, it's because it's a different fuel supply train. This is the one into Southport, which could possibly benefit from being. How much in the way of fuel is dropping in here? Yeah, could I benefit from an additional train, maybe? Should we do it? One more. So that's going to be fine. Okay, let's just first of all copy that and name it appropriately. These two, though, need to be replaced with new stock. So let's do that. Very nice. Very nice indeed. We're getting there. Timber train. This is simply providing timber to Flitwick. So again, I'm going to use the smaller loco for this one. I'm going to actually use this little tank engine, and then drop in the timber behind it. 160. Yeah. Actually, does it need to be short, or can it be longer? That's short. That's can actually be longer. Maybe I'd make it longer. Shall I make it, just pop it up to 204. There we go. Same with this one, to be honest. Yeah, let's pop it up to 204. Because by the time it drops in here, it's not going to get in the way. It can just sort of sit. I think it's fine. If it moans, then we'll do some platform extensions, but I don't think we'll need to. I think we're fine. Does this have... No, it doesn't. But yeah, there's no crossover or anything, so I could literally just extend these platforms. I think this makes a difference to like the unload time, doesn't it? Yeah, let's do that, and then... there we go. And just... There we are, that's nice, isn't it? And actually even better, I reckon I can probably just, yeah, pop an extension in there without any pain at all. Nice, no problem. Good. Oh, that's only true in Open TTD. Ah, okay. My sincere apologies for people having to deal with my Twitter chat with HS2 people the last couple of days. It happens. I try and avoid it. To be honest, other people do it for me now, so I don't need to as much. But I've made the case in such a way that other people argue the case better than I do now. Maghall to Gisborough. This okay. Okay, yeah, well we can do that. Let's replace all these vehicles with. Thing is, we're basically bidding farewell to the old stock, which is a bit sad. Just kind of the last of the. I mean, what is there a way of individually picking out what bits are old and what bits are young? Like, is it? No, it just kind of does a tot up, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay. Let's just replace it with a. How many passengers is it? 38. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. It's a smart enough little train, that. Fine. Fuel train. Southern Railway fuel train. Ah, this is Shildon. This is just a single train that runs back and forth through Shildon to get the fuel from the sidings here, fuel sidings here, that and this gets filled up by this. Strangely, even though it's miles away, weirdly, this gets filled up by this. Yeah, so fine. So let's do that. Let's just update the vehicle. Pop that in here. Boom. Up to 160 meters long. You get the drill with this. You get the drill with this. This is the sort of thing I normally do off stream, but I felt like I'd do it on stream just to sort of show you some of the freight that's around. Joseph June is more interested in whether the Bright Line gets extended. Well, indeed. GNR Brick Train. Okay. These are the Brick Expresses. Now, they're in bad condition. The trouble is, I think I'm going to entirely replace these trains, so I might leave them to be in bad condition for a little bit longer. However, LS Chemicals. Let's get these swapped out. Yeah, swap that out, and let's just mash a load of these in, I think, isn't it? Yeah. 160. There we go. That's better. Nice, shiny. And these... the last one is this GWR timber train. Now, what the heck is this running in? What is this? Shanklin South. Oh, this runs up to... This takes timber up to the tools factory up there. Or is it the Cogs? Shanklin Cog. Yeah, Shanklin Cog Company. Right, let's... yeah. Let's just do this. This is very straightforward. Swap this one out. And... there we have it. That was easy. Last one now is... Yeah, it's just these brick trains. These ones. We'll leave it because it's the first one I'm going to swap out. That's it. We're there. There's a load of mediocre stuff that's going to give up momentarily, I think. But why are they going to be totally replaced? It's because there's new rolling stock appearing, and oh, you know what? Stuff it. Let's check. No, we're going to leave it. They're going to be replaced with new rolling stock that runs quite a lot faster, because I think they're the freight train that has the longest distance to do. So we're going to leave them for now. Let's get moving. There's going to be a bit of PowerPoint presentationing while this works out, and then. So where would you like to go and have a look at, folks? We're running now towards... It's February 1898. The GWR steel train is also old. I think... Oh, yeah, we've swapped it out. So the purple train's pretty old, but it's got high maintenance, so it's doing alright. Yeah, the brick trains are old. And yeah, there's quite a few old trains. Oh, there's some things stored. Oh, yeah. Interesting. Over 45 years. I suppose it was the first passenger train, wasn't it? That we have saved an original suburban passenger train. That's quite interesting. So you can see some of the trains we've saved. Should we be saving some other trains? Well, there's not a heritage movement at the moment. Much as it'd be nice, there isn't really a heritage. Well, there's no real heritage. Some people understand the engineering value in keeping the odd train, which is why there are some trains preserved from this era. But the trains that were preserved from this era were often ones that were still running by the time they that steam was kind of taken off. So, where would you like to go? Where would you like to go, folks? Shall we head over to... Oh, game just working itself out, you know, normal. Let's go over here. Let's have a look at the also, let me just fix the capital expenditure of new trains we've just had there. Let's just fix that problem. There we go. Problem solved. So, let me just go in here. And let's have a look at the chart. So our value... So our balance... let's see. So as you can see, we've not built a huge amount of tracks. Population is sort of fairly steady of our area. Those are at 21,500. A bit of a leap in value there because we just renewed a load of rolling stock. That's what you'd expect. Yeah, pitch your suggestions for where you want to go and have a look at now, because we're roaring towards the... Oh golly, let me turn off some things though, because it's a bit noisy, isn't it? Yeah, let's do that. Let's turn that off. Let's turn off the stations as well. We don't need to see those for now. And industries. Yeah. You just see make sure all the trains are moving around, which they appear to be. Oh yeah, I didn't actually... Tools one. This, to me, feels like... let me just see how many there are. 4. Seems pretty full to me, and kind of like I could benefit from a couple more of these. Maybe I do want a couple more. Let's see how that works. That might clog up the works. We'll see. I hope it doesn't. I really hope it doesn't. But kind of feels like we benefit from an increased volume of supply of those into... Oh, actually, you know what also could be quite good is... So I just modified... What did I just modify? These. Delivery. So actually, if I go in here and... let's make them... Let's do it. 160. Yeah. I think those now... Wherever they are. Where are they? There should be one. Is there one down here whizzing along? No. No. Where are they all? They're all down here. There we go. It's a faster freight wagon. Yeah, they're all... I've tied them up. They're nice, nice, smart. Hopefully shipping tools en masse in the direction they need to go. Good. Maybe watch some freight for a bit. Yeah, we can do. This station's always kind of interesting. We'll head up to Kroll, actually, momentarily and see what's going on up there. So, yeah, we've got time. We have time to do these things. There's a nice Midland railway service coming through. 1883 stock. It's already looking a bit untidy, isn't it? Look at that. Yeah. Cripes. Anyway. So there's the tool company. Let's just check where... hopefully that... Is that now loading tools in it? Oh, it is good, so it's getting stuck in immediately. That's a load of planks coming in. That's... It's not going hugely fast. I suppose it's taking time to accelerate. Yeah, don't get me wrong. This is it's a passenger train. Well, it's quite common. It's still quite common in Britain to have passenger trains that kind of pass through the middle of freight sidings. Yeah, this is quite a busy patch anyway, as you can see. It's kind of still working though. Yeah, there's some stuff paused, but that's... Oh, actually, let's just check the signals again here. That's now moving. That's moving. Yeah, it's all kind of working. It's not perfect, but it's shifting. So basically, this, yeah, that's shipping. This is all just shipping tools into Bradshaw at scale. So, oh, there's all sorts of chat going on in the chat. I'm just going to ignore it for now. At me if there's something relevant, or that I need to be catching up with. So that's nice. That's nice. That's nice. There's a train. It's got people in it. That's good. You can see in the distance here, you've got the ferry. Oh, hi, by the way, everyone. Forget that I'm in the corner. I'll have a drink of water while I do that. Might be better to keep the less powerful locomotives. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. So the current ones do top out at 31. Yeah. Oh, anyway, it's fine. Bit of variety. I'm not too worried. You know, presumably means they're a bit more powerful, so they'll accelerate them a bit more quickly, which is maybe not a bad thing. Acceleration is important. Look at this, it's busy, but it's also, I see lots of catenary. Crikey. Yeah. I mean, this is fairly snarly. Again, I think it would benefit from the removal of the Metropolitan Railway trains coming through, wouldn't it? The benefit from those being removed somewhat. Who wants to go up to Lowestoft? Oh yeah, this is a fun junction as well. Nice. June 1898. There we go. There's lots of freight hammering its way through Shildon there. Oh, also like buffer to buffer as well, which is indicative of that's a reasonably well measured. I'm pleased at that signal length, that block length. Crikey. Buffer to buffer. Good grief. Anyway, Shildon Station. Everyone. Shildon. I mean, Shildon's expanding a fair amount. It's not really got much further. I was hoping it would kind of expand all around this bit, but it hasn't. It hasn't so much. Yeah. Anyway, shall we head up to? Let's head up to Lowestoft. While we're here, though, what's Bradshaw up to? Oh, a bit of lag there. Sorry, folks. Perfectly placed signal, I know, right? There's a train on its way somewhere. There's a brick train pulling in for whatever reason. Oh, this is getting quite busy on this side of town, actually. Yeah, which is nice. I'm glad this is becoming residential, not industrial, because obviously they're residential these are passenger stations, so it's quite nice. There is a lot of passenger growth. There's our headquarters. Absolutely staunchly refusing to grow at all. Just I don't know what it is. I don't know why it's so unhappy. We're transporting a lot of people, but we invested a lot of money in 1898, didn't we? Anyway, yeah, the central station's all right. It's the first kind of regional sort of station built in the city. It is quite nice. Built by the KNBR, wasn't it? Do you remember the Kingston and Bradshaw Railway? Oh dear. Is that green? It's green, isn't it? Well, that's no good. Let me get this up. We can't have any off-brand. Oh, there are green ones. Yeah, let's get these all painted red. Come on now. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. How do I expand the HQ? It does it automatically. Yeah. Oh, relocate it. Oh, really? Oh, is that the issue? Is that it's just not... A guy called Pi, can you further explain the need to relocate the headquarters? Is that really what I want to do to grow it out? Find a new spot for it? Yeah, I mean, if I did that... let's see, if I went... Say I decided to place it... here. Like this. Would that be a good idea? Let's go in and have a look. What have we got? I've repositioned it. It's located opposite massive freight. It's in the kind of this district down here. This is now going to get hugely gobbled up by immediately going to get gobbled up by all sorts. Do we want to? Is that fine? Do we want it there? Do we want it located on one of the main boulevards? Oh, I don't know. We'll maybe move it again later. It's refusing to do anything. It's still, our company score is still low. I don't know why it is. Anyway, total tracks 640 kilometers of railway on this island. Anyway, we've moved it. We have moved it. It's been bulldozed and moved in the hope that, you know, the company's moved its headquarters. That did happen from time to time. I don't feel too annoyed about moving it. It's fine. I just love this. I love this view. I think it looks awesome. Trains coming in and out. The different kind of stations. I think it looks like quite. I mean, given the constraints of the game, it looks kind of real. Old spot was nice. Yeah, I do like the old spot. You know what? Stuff it. Going back, people. We're relocating back to where we were. I quite like the old spot because it was next to the Great Central. I agree with Squicklehausen. Going back to our old spot, and I'm just gonna line it up that way. What I might do is rotate it though. Gonna rebuild it and rotate it. So that it's kind of lined up with the main boulevard here. No, because it made sense to face the Great Central, the Kingston and Bradshaw Railway. It's going there. There it is. It's back. It's back where it was. Everyone, no harm done. We're all good. I did like this spot, and it had a nice little bus stop next to it as well. Yeah, it's happening. Right, let's move that back there. Oh, 1898. We are aiming to go into the next century. It's happening. I love this view. I can sit and watch this view for ages, just watching, you know. Also, because we've got the ships and everything now, it's quite a, you know, Bradshaw is quite a sizable chunk. You know, the shipping coming in and out from here along the ship canal. Yeah, but, I mean, don't worry about the ships just, you know, clipping through each other. Hopefully that's full. Is it full? It's not hugely full, but it's got a good chunk of fuel in it. That's good. I mean, I think Bradshaw still does get a decent... Yeah, it's getting a decent haul of brick. The fuel then obviously goes to Shildon. So these fill up. These theoretically fill up with all the good stuff. So there's tools in here that are going somewhere. Yeah. Whether I want to expand the number of road vehicles pulling in and out to pull that in, I don't know. Right, let's have a whiz along the Great Northern Railway and just sort of have a bit of a vibe of what's going on. There's that junction there. Let's see it. I mean, that's not ideal, frankly, but that's the situation anyway. Never mind. Yeah, Bradshaw's got more than 4 stations. Bradshaw has got it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's got freight things going on as well. But in terms of passenger stations, yeah, it's got South Road, Bradshaw, Metropolitan. It's got South Road, sorry, Central, Metropolitan, and Great Northern. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh yeah, whizzing us along the Great Northern line. There's a nice Southern Railway service going along. There's a Great Central freight service going along. Let's have a look. Just gonna have a nice cruise up the Great Northern. Suburban passenger service going along. If you spot anything you want to inspect more, give me a shout on there. One day, 3 of them will be knocked down and replaced with the Crossrail style route. Who knows? We don't know. Who knows what will happen? Our island is paralleling some of the things that happened in British railway history, but kind of somewhat untethered, given that it's a tropical island somewhere pleasant. There are lots of train services going in all directions along here. This is, of course, Richmond. Richmond, rich for its brick manufacturing. It's kind of what's made it rich. It's not doing too badly for itself. It's quite nice over here. It's quite green. We might find ourselves greening up our cities again in a while. Here's Richmond Town Station, which is kind of satisfyingly multicoloured at this point, with trains going back and forth. This nice little suburban service. How full is it? It's not too bad. Anyway, right, sorry. Where was I? Continue our journey along the Great Northern. Continuing on the Great Northern, over the top of the lines there, then over the top of the freight lines. Gonna whiz past here, past this brick train cruising along at leisurely 31 miles an hour. Let's see what's over here. Actually, it's just the Midland services. Another viaduct whizzing over the top. This is now Stamford, isn't it? Because we cross over the line. It's quite nice. This is fleshing out. I like that. And yeah, Stamford is... Yeah, this is getting busy as well. So Stamford's kind of slowly expanding. It's not as busy as the others. This station looks pretty quiet. It's not busy. It's a bit weird that they park at one end. Oh, maybe that's the signal. No, it parks in the middle and then it's just gone up and pulled up at the signal, has it? That's why it's done that. Why is it paused? Oh, it's because there's that coming along. Yeah, fair enough. Strong Isle of Sodor vibes. Yeah. Yeah, indeed. It's a magical island. So, cool. So, whizzing over there. Then there's this junction which connects up to the... allows the connection up to Maghull. What's that? It's an express passenger service. That's just been paused by... What has it just been paused by? I don't know what it's been paused by. Presumably something... Oh, yeah. It's been paused by the fact this thing is trickling along at 28 miles an hour and has paused our express. Also raises the question of how many signals there are around here. Like, that's surely a bit crazy. Oh, no, it's not that. It's not that mad. Oh, yeah. That should definitely have signals this side, shouldn't it? Yeah. Let me just do that, actually, because we really ought to put a signal there. February 1899. Don't let me miss the change of the century. That'd be a calamity. I'm going to put this here, because that crossover is just a... It's just a an operational crossover. So sorry, it's a non-operational crossover. It's just there for a spare. Okay. That's not whizzing along. Good. Anyway, there's our express whizzing through. Let's keep going. It's been chased by... Well, it's been chased by quite a few services. There aren't that many signal blocks along here, so that's... We might have to do a reset. That's puffing along as well. Yeah, we might have to add some signal blocks along here. This looks kind of... The cities are still growing pretty steadily, yeah. Some quicker than others, so... Let me just... That's off on its way. Happy days. Yeah, population is growing pretty steadily, actually, the whole time. I think that's because we've been growing it... because I've been making a point of everything kind of working the whole time. So everything's being fed quite quickly and working. Actually, the one thing I'm always nervous of is whether I've broken something by changing things. But I don't think, or if things have got clogged up without me noticing. It's always when I get paranoid when I run through a lot of years on stream, is I'm worried that I've missed some feature. I'm going to save this so that on January the 1st I'll pause it and save it for data collection purposes, so I can do my 1900 census. Because I did the 1895 one, which is now in the Discord. Anyway, sorry. Let us continue our journey northwards. So there's another brick train. What's this junction? This is going over the top of the junction. Well, it's the top of the line connecting up to Maghull's Maghull Jams and Jellies. Yep, there we are, and that's going this way. What we're chasing and finding, we're now approaching Rugeley. There's the new cord that was built to enable Maghull to lower stuff services. There we are, whizzing through into that's our quite nice little 3 tunnel. I love this. I think it looks awesome. It's really cool having the kind of the double and single tunnel. I think it looks just absolutely awesome. New vehicles in 1900. Yeah. We're going to get 100 km/h vehicles, so I think it's going to change things quite radically. I'm quite excited about it. I'll maybe update a couple of expresses when we get the new vehicle. There's quite a lot will change, so I'm quite excited about this. The US set gets the good stuff in 1900. Yeah, things get better in the European set as well, I think. Similar, we get a few fast ones. Reminds you a bit of Ipswich. Which Ipswich? Actual Ipswich, as in the actual Ipswich tunnels. Yeah, it does a bit, doesn't it? This is Rugeley. It's kind of quite hemmed in, but it's expanded a lot here. Mostly industry, actually. Yeah, the kind of the residential hasn't... I think it's kind of hemmed in quite a lot. There's not much it can do. Anyway, right, we're back in the Great North, and things really do straighten up at this point, don't they? Because it's just like... so there we go. We go over the nice little curve. There's an express train whizzing down. What years? Don't let me... May the 8th. Okay, it's May 1899. Don't let me... HQ grows on the number of services and length of the services. So it'll grow a bit more as the services continue, maybe? Possibly. Does Rugeley need another road bridge? Was that a joke? There we go. It might have been a serious suggestion. And here's it. Here's it. You talk about Ipswich. Here is Ipswich. As you can see, there's the town station and then the Great Northern Station, which has the longest platforms of any. As often happens, just a weird eccentric positioning of the station. It has the longest platforms, or one of the longest platforms, singular, on the passenger platform. Here we are. We're working our way up to. There's the junction going off towards wherever that goes off towards Melksham. No, not Melksham. Wakefield. Whizzing along here. This is a nice straight bit. Then we get into this nice big forest that's kind of in the northern forests, whatever they happen to be called. I don't know. Oh, the new bit looked quite cut off. Oh yeah, so you mean, yeah, you're probably right. Then this is where there used to be a junction coming through. Actually, not up here. I should have done that ages ago. It's 18. But there we go. Yeah, that ran in there. Now closed, so that's gone. Building gone, demolished. In hindsight, I should have just left it there, but anyway. Let's work this way. There we are. Then we're joining up with the connection to the kind of the East Coast line, where that goes off towards Wakefield and then Bury, and this is then our where these two meet. This is quite a busy junction. And we get our two tunnels. Underneath we go. Then we go past our kind of industrial incline. This is sort of the incline railway that runs. It's kind of this very steep incline, coal incline or coal and ore incline that feeds that and goes off towards Kroll. We'll get there momentarily. Then we've got this little triangle, quite an American style, like this. Yeah, so you see a few sort of setups like this in the UK, but more often than not, it was parallel sidings, just like sidings and sidings and sidings. This game doesn't run them very well. 1 hour 27. This through here, and our old triangle junction that's pretty old now, and then Lowestoft. And here we are in Lowestoft, the capital of the north, with its very busy through station that really does get pounded, but nothing really. The only things that stop are the Great Western services at the north there. July 1899. Actually, nearly about to be August. Anyway, so that's that. Let's go and have a look at. We were in the chat. People wanting to look at the freight happening. Well, let's do that. Let's watch this for a bit, shall we? So up here is this is the big exchange sidings that feeds the Kroll company, which is over here. There they are. Who appear to have a dump ton of plastic and not very much steel. Now, what can I do about that? Yeah, it's not that imbalanced actually. Let's go and have a look at this. Oh, this is funny though. I think if I click in here, yeah, look at this. Huge amount of ore and not very much coal. This is what happens when you have like a slight eccentricity and like more ore and slightly less coal being delivered. You end up with a huge weird stockpile. It's a bit strange. Anyway, can you explain how the freight flows work in this area? I can. By the magic of colour. So, that's not actually helpful at all, is it? So, on the one we have coal and ore being supplied along this incline, which feeds into this platform, provides coal, and that directly serves this. So that feeds into the steel company. Steel then comes from here, taken along an industrial line. It used to be taken by horse and cart, taken along this little short industrial line, supplied into the steel sidings here. That goes into Kroll company. Kroll company also need plastic, so they get that plastic from the Ella Plastic Company, which in turn is fed, so that's, you can see here, so that's the Ella Plastic Company, which in turn is fed by the oil train heading up to Ella Chemicals Limited, and that comes all the way down from Rugeley. So that comes into Rugeley. That's where the refined oil comes from. The crude gets shipped into that from down here. There are several oil wells down here. So that's Rugeley. Rugeley is providing a lot of the oil for all the major kind of built up. In fact, Rugeley is providing the oil for the fuel for for Shildon as well. So and Kingston. So Rugeley is a major oil supplier to lots of places. So yes. So that then means that the Kroll company creates goods. Those goods then get shipped by this train here. It's not that full. Those get shipped into Lowestoft, and some of them get shipped elsewhere. In terms of brick, the brick flows. What have I done with the new exchange sidings? So these are you new to the stream? Well, if you go back into the olden days, this used to be the original alignment here. So it didn't used to have this nice straight thing. The original alignment used to go along here, 2-track alignment, and there used to be 2 individual sort of sets of sidings here and up here. In fact, you can see the brown. This is where there used to be a big set of sidings here. That was then supplanted. Likewise here, big set of sidings. That was then supplanted by this massive exchange sidings to allow through running and to make everything run a bit more slickly. And it's a bit more British look. Like this is more of a British style where you have the kind of the through sidings kind of running through as well, so stuff kind of runs through. Let's have a look. So over here, if you ignore the massive vanity station that is Kroll because of Sir Edwin, R.I.P. He's got to be dead by now, folks. This is then the brickworks. So this you can see it's pretty messy. Brickworks, quarry sidings, ships a load of stone to here, and then that then ships brick. Now the brick is shipped from here to 2 places. Shipped to Lowestoft, over here, there's Lowestoft, and it's shipped to Bradshaw. So this is shipped. So rather than the real world where the Great Northern kind of is a bit of a proxy for the real Great Central in our world, or perhaps the actual Great Northern. Anyway, basically this ships brick all the way down to Bradshaw. So the majority of... Oh yeah, you're right. Thanks, guy called Pi. The brick gets shipped all the way down to... so this one, I think, that's going to Lowestoft. No, that's not going to Bradshaw. But there are trains that go all the way to Bradshaw carrying brick. Yeah, this one, presumably. Yeah, that's going all the way to Bradshaw. So if we can make those trains longer and faster, critically, then that'll be good. So that's November. We're nearly into December 99. This is exciting, isn't it? Is everyone, like, getting excited for this new century? We're going to spend the new century in the capital of the north because I think the partying is better here than it is down in Bradshaw. In fact, I'm certain of it. Nowhere knows how to party like the north, right? Possibly. Look at this. It's nice. It's a busy old northern industrial town. Lots of chimneys. You know. Yeah, I like it. Are there 2 cans of iron brew just... Oh no, they're not. They're tankers. December the 6th, December the 7th. I'm watching carefully, don't worry. Look at this. I'm going to stop it at the end when we get to... No, it's the 15th. Look at this. December this... Going to stop it when we get to the last day in December, and I'll do the stats then, rather than saving it and the anticlimax of going to the century and then the save, pausing everything. It's 3rd, 24th, 25th. Here we are. 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st. There we go. It's 31st. We're going to save it. So that's 12, and that's 1899. What are we going to call it? End of the century. I can't do an exclamation mark, obviously. Let's save that. Oh. The 1900s will be an era of peace, no war in our time. I know, all the optimism, all those imperial wars that have been going on across the globe. Everyone's like, oh, the 1900s is going to be peace, it's going to be glorious. Yeah. I feel like that gets really nicely captured in Red Dead Redemption, actually. That optimism of the change in century, of the shift into the new century is quite cool. I think they represent it quite nicely. I'm just going to let the save game finish, obviously. There's a train going through. Look at this. This is exciting, everyone. This is really exciting. Queen Victoria will live another century. Yeah, that's it. So, is everyone ready for us to pop into the 20th century? What, we've got an hour and 34, we've got 25 minutes left. So we can probably do some things with the new stock that's going to arrive. That's cool. Let's do it. Look at that. It's a new century, everyone. It's a new century. And we have... Oh my goodness, we have got... Whatever that is. It's a big ship. We've got this train. It's a... What is that? It's a 460. Wait, what's an Atlantic setup? Is that Atlantic? Oh, I can't remember. Oh, they've all gone. Anyway, we've got whatever those were. Actually, I've got them written down. In terms of rolling stock, the things that we've got are... We've got that express locomotive. We've got a 100 km/h 3-axle carriage. And we have a load of 80 km/h freight wagons. So... Happy New Year, everyone. Yeah, that's it. So all those freight trains I just replaced. Yeah, exactly. No, it's going to be a slow game to kind of a slow process in replacing a lot of those. However, we are going to look at these freights. So this is where we're going to start. So if I go in here, look at that's exciting, isn't it? So I want to actually replace. So I'm not going to replace the passenger express first. It says for passenger traffic, but I want to kind of see, is this going to work? Is this going to let me... Here we go. Look at, how long do these last, by the way? Oh, it's in 1950. Oh, bada boom. Brick. I want this. 50 miles an hour. Oh, it's exciting, everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need to get to 160. Not very... It doesn't feel very long, does it? What's the capacity of this? So these are currently capacity of 76. Oh, they do get a capacity of 96. So it's an improvement. We're doing it. Oh. How good does this look like? Oh, it looks good, everyone. I think that looks awesome. That's nice. Look at that. Very nice. I mean, it would be nice if they painted more of it red, to be honest. But anyway. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. So there, we've got our first express. So that's not where it's going to stop. I'm going to do this all paused, by the way, because I am. So that's some fast freight I'm quite pleased about. Let's also then have a look at the... Let's go down here. I want to kind of have a look at some of the express passenger stuff. So we've had an express service that basically doesn't get used very well, which is the... where are we? Let's stick that on. It is the... Where is it? Yeah, the Bradshaw to Raleigh Express. The Bradshaw... This does not get used very much. We're going to hopefully change this by actually introducing a fast locomotive. Fast passenger service. So at the moment we've got 7, so we're providing for 77. Okay. Oh, mediocre. Oh, this is the thing. So good. So only 5. Oh, dear. Think I could double head it? Without... Well, the fact that it's already... This is what's quite interesting, actually, is that that's... Power is 450, tractive effort 75. It's a lot more powerful, but it maybe mediocre's fine. Maybe I'm at peace with mediocre. Let's shove it up to... Because it's theoretically, it's just ramping up and then going, and that's it. I'm going to do it. Let me just see how these look. Oh, look at that. That's nice. Oh, it's very European looking, let's face it, but it's cool. I like that. I'm so pleased. Got to get those bricks to the destination before they go back. I know, right? It's bonkers. The game is silly. So that's okay. So that's some expresses. What other expresses have we got? We've got. You know, I could have a look at. No, it's probably quicker. What's the quickest way for me to have a think about this? Possibly to go through the. Tell you what, let's just go down to Bradshaw Great Northern, which is where most stuff calls, and have a look at what lines we've got here. So we've got suburban services, fine. Bradshaw to Raleigh Express we've replaced. The Bradshaw to Stratford Express. Let's just swap that out as well. Yeah, okay. Red. And just entirely swap this out. So we've got 8. What's the passenger capacity of this having to be? 88. Okay, so these, I think most of my lines, as you might have seen, are kind of balanced up to a certain size. Let's just exceed it ever so slightly. So what's that? That's 7. Okay. What else have we got? We've got stopping services. This is an express as well. Yeah, this one. Okay. This one I think is yeah, this one's rammed. We're gonna go big on these, I think. We're going to max it out. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, how long can I get in 160? What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can I get 10? How much does that now carry? 140. Let's see, because I think that gets quite busy. So we're going to see how that looks. And then obviously there's the Shanklin to Bradshaw. Let's leave the southern for now. I'm just going to do the main operators, so that's fine. Oh, let's press play. There's no reason for me not to do that. Let's whiz over here. What other freights do you reckon I should make sped up? Oh, the Bury one, actually. That Bury one, that Bury Equipment Company one, that probably needs to speed up, doesn't it? In fact, let's do that. Let's go Equipment Company, yeah. Equipment Company, there we go. Let's swap that out with this. It's our first blue. And the box car, oh yeah. Now 160 this needs to be, isn't it? 160. There we go. Now, is there one? Can I go and have a look at it and see how it looks? Oh, I love that sound. That sound reminds me of my second favourite film with trains in it, which is The Train. Which, if you haven't watched The Train, I strongly recommend going and watching it. It's one of the finest. It's one of my favourite war films. Possibly my favourite war film. It's certainly up there. And it is. And in terms of films with trains in it, The Train is spectacular. Are there any new boats, trams, or there are new boats? Oh, you mean in the future, possibly? Wish I counted the number of cars while you were building them. Yeah. Anyway, right. So that's that. It's paused, but it's whatever. So that's now done that. Look at this. Oh, big debts, folks. Big debts. Let's just undo our big debts. There we go. Right, let's go to the Great Central. Let's go to... Oh, I've frozzed everything. That's fine. What else do we want? Let's go to Kingston. What express services are there in Kingston that we want to upgrade, shall we say? Let's go with... So we've got the Bury to Bradshaw Express. Ah, too right. Come on now. Obviously, let's just blue this up. Blue. How many is that? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just replace it like for like. Very nice. Bury to Kingston Express. 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Living the Abolish the Treasure dream. Big time. CapEx, don't bother me. Stopper, Kingston to Shanklin Express. That is also an express, so let's do that. And that's 6, wasn't it? 6. 4, 5, 6. And it is powering along. So the thing is, these now are actually going to start going quite fast, because it's nearly 60 kilometers an hour, 60 miles an hour that it can go. This is now, we're in the sort of situation where this is at a pace. This is, ooh, that's some quite, yeah, look at that, yeah. So, what's this? Yeah, there we are. Tom is going to be like judging whether the actual kind of come on. Oh, sorry, I'm dealing with some serious lag. Serious lag. Does that mechanical? Do the mechanicals look like they're doing the job there? Yeah, it's good. It's nearly 60. There we go. This is now. I mean, this is now doing a thing. That's a decent speed. You know. Suddenly, the whole island has got a lot smaller. Yes, I will have reached the speed limit of some of the bridges. That's right. Right, let's go over to Bury and replace some of these as well, because there are definite express services that run through Maghull that we need to expand. So let's keep all this running. Very nice. Now, what's also fun is we're now going to start getting clashes between slower and faster trains. I'm quite pleased. We're gonna do a train's eye view. Let's do a train's eye view of the Great Central. How does that sound? But first, let's swap out. Let me just swap out. Check some of these express services. Yeah. Let me just swap this. This is quite small actually. So pop that in. 3, 4, 5. Is that really all? It's got pox, isn't it? If I do another one, is that? Oh, it drops in. Okay. Express passenger service. There we go. Now, where is one of these? Can I find one of them? Let's do a great... what do you want? Great Central or Great Northern? We need to take a ride on one of our new expresses. I agree. That's the last thing we're going to do. I'm actually going to save again, which I know sounds like a strange thing. And then we will go at... So it's 1900. Oh, this music is a bit funky, isn't it? What was it? April. Yeah, April and new toys. There are other things. There are other things that we'll maybe play around with, but what do you want? Great Central or Great Northern? What should we take a ride on? The Great Northern. Should we go from lowest off to? Should we go from lowest off to Bradshaw? See what that. Is that what we should do? What are your thoughts? New toys, git commit -m new toys. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Ella. Nice to see you. Yeah, I'd really miss if I went back to the 1900. I'd miss the techno soundtrack as well. Exactly, and the jazz. Right, where are we going to find one of our new fancy schnancy expresses? What we've just been investing in. Have we got one going in a useful direction? The answer being possibly not. Oh, should we just follow one of the freight ones? Because they can be quite interesting. Yeah, let's follow this. Okay. Any arguments? Still recommending you should do a serious bit of land reclamation before too long. Land reclamation? What, take out some of the lakes, you mean? Oh, I don't know about that. Here, I've pressed the button. It's gone. It's frozzed, everyone. Oh no, we're there. There we are. Do you want a passenger or call on the expresses, Gordon? Thanks, Ella. We're doing it. It's a 30. So we've got a train full of bricks. We're doing it. It's happening, folks. Oh yeah, that's a good point. We do kind of want to get this full speed up. Actually, you're right. You're right. That would be more fun. I just need to find one of them. That's all. That's an older one. Let's see. I just need to find one of the new expresses. That's the bloody problem. Where are they all? Where have they all? Where have I hidden them all? Maybe we want to. Let's. Maybe there's one up at Shanklin. It would be quite nice to follow one of the new. Let's see. Let's see. Have we got one of the new expresses down here? No. Ah, that'll do. Right, we've come out of Shanklin. We're getting it. We're going in. This is the Bury to Shanklin Express. So we're going to Bury. So this is going on the Great Central. 46. Oh, here we go. Gordon's alive! Yeah, no, he is, yeah. It's happening. Look at this. Oh, it's a fair old speed, isn't it? Oh. That was, I mean, it's laggy, but it's also, that was a nearly 120 mile an hour closing speed. Not bad. Here we are. That's an older train, not going quite as fast. Still nice though. Here we are. Absolutely slamming through Harrogate Junction here. Look at this. This isn't sped up. I'm used to this being the speed that trains go when I've got them, like when I'm running it to simulate whether it's going to collapse in on itself. But no. Here we go. Right, which way? We keep going straight through here. This is the junction. That's the way off to Kingston for the Kingston Expresses. So we're now, there we are, signal clear. That's good. Good sign, actually, that things are running fairly smoothly. Absolutely hammering it. Look at this. No, the frequency doesn't make much difference, I think. They just stayed, when I've had them at triple the frequency, they just won't get used at all. So, no, the people collect up, I think. Yeah, it's just another thing in this game that I think they just ran out of time to do. Like, if you'll notice, the switchblades are just missing, which suggests to me that the art department created the base thing for an animation to go in, but they just never got around to it. And they thought, stuff it, we can sacrifice it. Whoa, that was a car, folks. A car just went past, which is indicative of the future we're going to be dealing with. We think we've come into this century all bright and breezy and happy and full of joy, but actually we're in a situation where the competition has just stepped up, and the private motor car and indeed road haulage has stepped up big time, and so this century is going to actually be all about the decline of railways, which is depressing, isn't it? There we are. That's a nice little train going that way. It's a full station. Look at all these people. Oh, stay off the tracks, folks. Thank you. It's a nice train going that way. Trains going that way. Trains going that way. That's nice to see the Midland with some decent rolling stock. There's a Barry Shanklin stopper. I've got a feeling they're all going to get replaced by this loco soon enough. Newfangled motor thing is they'll never replace the horse. That's it. It's a nice view of one of the big lakes. That's nice, isn't it? Big lake there. Yeah, it's nice. I think that's the big lake that has. Is that Chesterfield in the distance? I think it is actually. Those chimneys must be Chesterfield, I think. Is that right? And then what else have we got? There's some industry over there. Oh, we've slowed. Uh-oh, we've got stuck behind something. What are we stuck behind? I don't like the look of whatever we're stuck behind. That doesn't look like a thing. It looks like something lost, to be honest. Which never reassures me. Anyway. Nice sun. Nice views. What else can we see around? What's the view from this nice locomotive? Oh, we're off. That wasn't too bad, I suppose. I can do my sweaty monologue about staying off the tracks here without it being cut. It wasn't cut. It was humorously bleeped out. Bleeping can be funny. I'm at peace with it. 30. We're already at 31, so this is it. This is the. This is exciting. Oh, that sound, that chuffing sound pleases me a lot. Right, so we're in the right place. We're kind of in this narrow spittle. I think we're approaching Mag Hull now. That was Paynton we were in. So over there is the. Oh, what was that? Was that lightning going on? Crikey. We are somewhere tropical, I suppose. So. Oh, whatever we were behind has now disappeared off. That's good. The thing we were behind looked brown and therefore looked like it was a very lost Great Western train. Considering that I'm not convinced how connected the Great Western is to this, other than via Matlock, goodness knows what it's doing here. There we are. That's that. It's a nice train. Oh, we've stopped again. We've stopped behind something else. Oh no! Oh no! Whoa, that was close. Not exactly optimised. Never mind. I think it was just the sun reflecting off the water. No, I think this game actually does do lightning in the distance. I think it's a bit of a weird weather feature for tropical. Anyway, here we go. The thing I'm looking forward to is pulling through, because we can actually go through a decent distance in stream now. I'm looking forward to arriving in. Oh, it's chuffing up this hill. Actually, it's quite steep. I didn't realise how steep this is. Yeah. See, what is this ahead? What am I stuck behind? What on earth is that? This is what I mean by getting confused. We're gonna pause for a moment, and we're gonna work out why GWR Mixed Goods between Flitwick and Southport is here. Why is it here? This happens occasionally. Trains just get hopelessly lost. What's its plan? Like, where does it think it's going? That's just coming into and out of Mag Hull. We don't have to worry about that too much. But this thing's going to be in front of us the whole time. Is this the new one? If I go in here, is this the new one? It doesn't seem to be, does it? Have they all disappeared off somewhere stupid? No, that seems to be doing its thing. It's just this one that seems to have got hopelessly lost. But this is not lost. No, just this one. Ah, and it's got nothing in it. You know what that means then? That it means that I'm doing this. There we are. This one, where is it? It's getting sold, mother truckers. Let's go back. Where were we? Let's pick our express back up that we were enjoying travelling on, because I was enjoying that. Let's get back there. Yeah, sorry about that brief interlude, folks. We're not going to worry about... There we go. Come on now. Come on. Come on. So I quite enjoy seeing the Great Central. Really, it's nice straight lines running through. It's quite pleasing. I think this is our train, isn't it? No, it's not. It's here. It's this one. There we are. Yes, there we are. There we go. Free. So we've got a nice view over into Mag Hull now. This is nice. We've kind of up and elevated. We can see things. Don't worry about the frame rate. Everything is healthy. My computer is fine. There's a train whizzing through. Oh, that train made... It was silent. Totally silent. How strange. Yeah, check out where the new train I've created is. It's somewhere sensible, because the other one that I created seemed to have worked and appear in the right place, so I'm not too unhappy. Here we are, 30, 39, 40. Mag Hull is a busy station. Look at this. Stuffed to the gills. Oh, nice view out of the station there. Through. There's a nice train going that direction. Lovely. Hi, folks. There's that going like that. That's connecting with this. Ah, now this is interesting. Oh, that's going off that way, so we're fine. I was about to say, are we about to... Oh, that's an express one as well, actually. Yeah, anyway. Oh yeah, this is where we have this connection with the cord. Great, here we are. 58 miles an hour. Was that my phone doing the clicking sound? Oh, what? Making pip-to-pip sounds. Oh yeah, it is, yeah. Yeah, I have no idea what it's doing. Yeah, that's my... is it? It shouldn't be. No, it's on silent. It can't be. It's a chicken doing... Oh, the clucking is a chicken. There's an actual chicken. Yeah, 15 other signs on the station in case you forget the name of it. That's it, yeah. Oh, was the last stream... Did the last stream end just with a loud chicken? Making chicken noises all the time. There we are. Now, what are these slower trains? They need pulling out. We need to swap those out with faster trains soon enough, I think. Uh-oh. Ah, so this... why is that signal being placed basically in the forefoot? It's not very good for gauge clearance. This one's not far off either. It's no good. This bit's quite... This is quite interesting seeing this climb. It's quite a steep climb up, isn't it, to get onto the Great Northern. Yeah, we're about to pass under the Great Northern when whatever in front of us gets out of the way. Rugely. Big and bulky. My phone doesn't cluck. No. It does a pip-de-pip. It does the sound of a Star Trek communicator. Yeah. I'll, don't worry. Ooh. What's that? Oh, it's nice in Express go over the top. That's quite pleasant, isn't it? Look at that. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Just whizzing along. Just gonna step out of the train and look at that go. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Also, we're up to realistic speeds now. Like, it's not unreasonable for most of the expresses to be cruising around at this speed. Is the train in front of us moving? It is not, no. But I'm going to sit here and wait because I'm trusting that everything isn't completely clogged up to heck. Yeah, I'm not going to save this, so we'll revert back to whatever the last year I saved is. Oh, let's see, the train's moving. It's fine. Everything is fine. The congestion is freeing up. There we go. That's another train. That's an empty brick train on its way northwards. Pretty busy railway. Oh, we're off. We're off, folks. Through the S&C. That's some pretty poor condition P-way. If that grass growing up through it already. Shoddy. Needs some work. Right, here we go. Under this nice... I always try and add an extra arch for like some of the more grand bridges. They kind of look quite nice. I like that. There we go. Now. 34, 35, whizzing along. Now, what were we stuck behind there? So this is Rugely now. We're kind of coming the cutting on the approach to Rugely. If you remember, this was a hill basically that we kind of barreled through to build the Great Central. If you remember, way back to our early streams when we built the Great Central. That's probably fine from a gauge clearance perspective. To be fair, it's actually probably quite realistic from a gauge clearance perspective. That's about as much room as you get in the real railway. We're crossing this big grand throat in Rugely. Rugely's pretty busy. Yeah, it's pretty busy. I'm dropping many frames at this point. We are. Rugely Central. We are, just in case you hadn't noticed. Whizzing along. There we go. We've stopped. Something has paused us. I wonder what it is. We can see all these people sat. What are they up to? I feel a bit like a peeping Tom. Sorry. Let's have a look at what this guy's doing. Seems pretty pleased about life, doesn't he? Quite smug. Yeah, yeah. This is what the graphics look like in Age of Empires 3, I think, isn't it? It's about the level they were at. Level boarding isn't great, but at least the platforms are all standardised. Yeah, that's a fair observation. I mean, it's not pumping out the cleanest. Doesn't look like steam coming out the top. Looks like dark, knackered smoke by the look of it. Anyway, we're off. We're off. We're going to overtake this little chuffing stopper here. There's all sorts going on. Oh, what's going on? There's a lot going on here. This is where drivers have a lot of trust. Like, when I have my first cab ride on the main line, there's so much trust in just being confident that the P-way is going to do what you like. Yeah. Anyway, here we are. Yeah, that's a chuffer going that way. 39. So we're now on to the oh, well, that's the trouble with doing the express. We're not going to go through Haverhill, which is a bit of a shame, because Haverhill's nice. What is over here, actually? What is over this side again? So that's Rugeley behind us. There's Rugeley Hill. There's some ships. Oh, that was a express. So the sad thing about this is we're not going to go through Haverhill, or Haverhill, or whatever folks call it. Haverhill on this island. We're just going to hammer along the... we're hammering along... Yeah, we're going to have to check and do some... We're going to have to do some line speed improvements. Check how slow the curves are on the express routes, which is kind of fun, because we're starting to get into the realms of the sorts of railway upgrades that I do in my day job, so that I'm looking forward to some of those. So we're definitely going to have to do some improvements of speed, and generally having a look at what tweaks we can do to the railway to clear up any capacity, kind of any conflicts as well, because we've got, yeah, our free signals all the way, nice. It's because we got snarled up a bit, so we've probably got a bit of a free road, which is good. Yeah, bit by bit. What'll be interesting is going through the 4-track section, actually, and seeing what that feels like from a driver's eye perspective. Yeah, absolutely build slow railways so I can come fix them later. That's part of the fun. I was trying to build a railway that isn't perfect, and in fact is far from perfect, so that I've got the fun of fixing it, and I can then use it to explain what railway projects are like in the real world. So here we are. So we've got this, the tracks slew from the original 2-track position. They slew over essentially across a gauge. There's some serious signal clashes there. Don't worry about that. There we go. And over, and then we're kind of slewed across onto our... Yeah, so it's now a 4-track alignment, but we're basically, it's us on the avoiding lines, and those are the Hendon lines, really, aren't they? Fling the trains harder. Yeah, here we are. Whoop. We're about to overtake another train as well. That's quite fun. This train's presumably going at like 37. Not fast. There's the old route, by the way. That's the old alignment disappearing off down there. Oh. Some fun. We're overtaking. There's some steam coming out. We're about to get stuck. So they're getting the last laugh, as always happens. This happens on like so many places when you're in a train. In the old days when you actually got trains. And I remember getting stuck. You're like, oh, we're winning, we're winning, we're winning. In fact, anyone coming out on the Metropolitan line will be like, sometimes you're winning, and then all of a sudden you like stop at the next train and the next station, and then the other thing disappears on. Ugh, the pain. Quite a lot of paused trains ahead of us by the look of it. Oh yeah, Richard, you're miles behind. You need to jump back to the start. It's all. I don't know how nice these are. Or nice. I don't know how interesting these are to watch through, like with the benefit of hindsight and kind of binging them, and whether you actually see an obvious progression or not. It'd be nice if you did. Yeah. Oh yeah, look, it's a Great Northern service. Yeah, you see the Great Northern now has managed to negotiate. The relationships between the different companies is cooling because they're all basically making quite a bit of money, so they're kind of less upset. And so the Great Northern's now got running rights into Bury Station. Yeah, there are ways you can get it to prioritise it, and I got quite good at it in my last one, which I think we'll get better at doing the prioritisation in when we start putting lights on sticks as our new signals. When we do signalling upgrades, I think we'll do some more prioritisation. But for now, we have to deal with being stuck in proverbial traffic. Maybe I'm not even gonna. It'd be nice to pull into the buffers to end the stream, but I don't know if that's actually gonna work. Yeah, I might sack it and. Oh, that's moving on. Maybe there's some progress. There's also an unnerving movement of traffic between through the trees. What else can we see from here? Oh, that's nice. In this nice forest. It's very pleasant. I can't stand watching watching stuff on YouTube at faster speeds. It really winds me up. Things up. I don't know. I like feel that part of the conversation real time. Oh, that's a yawn, folks. It's time for me to go and have some food, I think, isn't it? Gregor has binged the whole series in a week, and it was quite engaging. Oh, that's nice to know. Ella, the developer, gave up doing the social media claps for a digital railway. From a digital rail? Oh, Ella, I'm lost. Well, stuck in traffic is how we're going to end this stream, folks. I've had fun. We came into the next century. It was exciting. Oh, you watch your lectures at 2.5 times speed. Oh, I see. Does that work? Oh. Hey, look at that. Just as I was about to sign off, let me just have a drink of water while we pull into Bury Station. There we are. I mean, this is not a full train, folks. My hope is that as it speeds up and brings cities closer together, we will see, shall we say, a growth in the number of passengers, but who knows. I think we'll see a lot of trains changing to this faster locomotive with the faster rolling stock. Right. That's a nice train. Yeah. Oh, running gear, that's the name of the stuff that I was... The mechanical stuff that I was trying to remember the name of earlier. We're never going to reach Bury Station. It's straight in front of us, but we're being denied it. There's something blocking our way. Deirdre says that... Detora says that... your students report that 1.5 is the max speed they can possibly cope with your lectures at. Yeah, that's a fair observation. I'm also a pretty fast lecturer, so I don't think anyone would manage to speed mine up because I really do smash things at a hefty rate. Yeah, Michael C is saying, see how many people get on. It might show if the service is more popular. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Oh, I think there's a... Yeah, I think our platform is now empty because there's an express service that seems to have pummeled out of whatever platform we're aiming for. So we might be about to set off. Are we at a signal? Oh, yeah, we are. I think this is actually the station approach signal. We're so far out. Yeah. Getting Castlefield vibes right now, says Josh Likes Cola. Well, indeed. Yeah. Ella says that her lectures are all a dude going, No, yeah. Understandable. Come on now. Oh, there's another train coming out. Good grief. Never been a fan of how tightly they pull up to signals in this game. Yeah, it's slightly unnerving, isn't it? Like, they really are just absolutely on the buffer at that point. It's not good practice, is it? Depends on the information density. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Here we go. It's happening. It's happening. Oh! Look at this. Use fast forward now. I like doing real time. It's fine. Yeah. So, oh, through some S&C as well. It's our first S&C traversal. Nice. There we go. Where are we going to end up? I don't actually know which platform this pulls into. Oh, here we go. I mean, these things pull up like the clappers into... oh, look at that. It's parked up there. Big freight train. Here we go. Going like the clap. We're aiming for a... This is like Silver Street stuff. 45 miles an hour going... Approaching a terminal... 45. Still accelerating, now we're decelerating. That was some fasty decelerating. There we go. That's it. We've pulled into the... Look at that. It's nice. I think we're going to flip over now. We're going to flip the other way and so many people get in. No, we're not. Because I'm going to pause it there with this nice view. Oh. Everyone. Thanks so much. That was lovely. Also, I think the clock is right, isn't it, up on the top? Is it? I think it is. 1941. Yeah, that is right. That is the time. Anyway, I Mediocre rate. Yeah, these are pretty good. These are pretty good. Right, I'm going to wave and say cheerio. Everyone, that was fun. I enjoyed that. We got into a new century. We got new trains. We replaced a load of old knackered trains. Go into the Discord. You can download the 1895 data set, and you can suggest to me which trains you think need to be improved on, or where services are missing, or whatever. Make your in combination of that spreadsheet and the map, you've got all the data I could possibly offer you. So make your suggestions in the Discord. As to what new services you think the different railway companies are going to be providing. We've got all sorts of challenges to come this century. We've got traffic, congestion on the tracks. We've got the road, the motor car. We've got, it's going to be hell. And everything is going to be peaceful. There's definitely not 2 colossal world wars to come that'll change things dramatically. Not at all. Right, yeah, bye. I have to alt and tab first. I'm not going to say my Cheerios quite yet. Wait, watch this. So I have to do that, which is remind OBS that exists. Right, now I wave and say cheerio. Bye, cheerio.